The pledge.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Portia. I'm going to now recognize our Berks County Solicitor, Christine Sadler, to announce who's going to be reading the public comment notice.
Good morning. At the table today, I have two individuals that will be serving as honorary assistant county solicitors for the meeting, and that is Violet Paris and Jacob Paris. They're the children of David Paris. So I'm going to turn it over to Violet, who's going to read the public comment period notice.
Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the direction of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to a public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Excellent job. Excellent job.
Thank
We're
you.
off to a good start with two of our young people from two of our county employees. And David Paris is one of the solicitors in the solicitor's office. So thank you very much. And Portia, thank you very much. Are there any additions or corrections for the April 16th meeting minutes? Hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as presented. We did have two executive sessions, one on April the 17th dealing with potential litigation, and one yesterday, April the 22nd, dealing with real estate and personnel. Is there any public comment on specific agenda items? There's nothing online, nothing in person. So we will move into the first part of our agenda, and that is a special welcome. Anybody have any idea what today is? Bring your child to work day. It's definitely not bring your best friend to work day. It's not bring your mom and dad to work day. It is bring your child to work day. So everyone, all of the young people that are here, let's have you stand up so we can recognize each of you. Stay standing. I hesitate to do this, but I'm going to do it anyhow. We're going to go around the room. Give us your name and your parent and what they do in work for the county. Go ahead.
If you know.
I'm Portia. My mom is Veronica Lepore. She's the executive assistant for Commissioner Leinbach.
Go ahead. You're up next.
You need a microphone.
Veronica, take a microphone.
I'm Violet, and my dad is Dave Paris, and he's the assistant county solicitor.
I'm Jacob Paris, and my dad is also Dave Paris.
Okay, we'll go over here, and Kevin Barnhart will take the mic around. Oprah or I'm not sure. Wheel of Fortune. Go ahead.
My name is Scarlett Cooper, and my mom's name is Jessica. And she works for the Register of Wills.
I want to trust you guys to just pass it around.
I wanted to see you go around. Kevin.
I'm tired.
My name is Joelle Ponce. My mother's Destiny, and she does bench warrant and bail hearings
Great.
at the domestic relations.
Just keep going right row behind you.
My name is Thompson Fulkerson, and my dad is Roy, and he works for library system.
Tell us your school too, if you can.
Yeah,
I want to
that's a
know
good
where you
idea.
go to
Fleetwood
school.
Area Middle School.
Thank you.
My name is Savannah. I go to Fleetwood, and my mom is Christy Brown, the Deputy Administrator for Berks County Libraries.
I'm Gordon O'Shany and my mom is Stephanie O'Shany and she does purchasing, contracting, my bad.
Right department.
My name is Owen Medina, and my mom
And your mom is who?
is Johanna Rosa. And she's in office support for MDJ offices.
Keep going in the same row so we don't miss anybody. Yep, there we go.
My name is Dalia, and my mom, she does marriage license.
And you can't hide behind the pole, so you have to stick your head out so we can see you.
My name is Mason Cologne, and my mom, she's an office manager. Staff. My name is Kara Mia, and my dad's name is Robert King. He works in the Department of Aging, and I go to Wilson West Middle School. My name is Jackson, and my dad is a deputy sheriff.
Skip.
My name is Reagan Corbett, and my dad is a deputy sheriff.
Yeah, just stay on one side and then back.
My name is Carissa Schlegel. My mom is Laura Schlegel. She works with domestic relations.
My name is Avery Kestel. My school is Bracknock, and my mom's name is Jessica. And my mom's a compliance manager.
My name is Ethan Scott. My dad's name is Owen Scott. He's a probation officer. And I go to Cornwall Terrace.
Oh, it's over in Lebanon.
Some people I remember. Cornwall Terrace is Wilson School.
Oh, is it Wilson? I'm thinking.
Berks.
My name is Gabby. I go to Reading High School, and my dad is Darnell Barclay, and he is a probation officer.
My name is Deshaun. My dad is Darnell. I go to Northwest Middle, and my dad is also a probation officer.
Yeah, in the back row there, and we'll work our way front. That's fine right there.
My name is Nazir Mehdi, and my mom's name is Whitney Lorenzo. I go to Muhlenberg Elementary School. My mom's a caseworker at CIS.
My name is Grayson Straub, and my mom is Heather, and she works for Human Resources. My name is Chloe Breno, and my mom is Clerk of Words Office Support. My name is Joshua Sigmund. My mom's name is Kayla Carter Peck, and she works for Clerk Office Support. And I go to Wyomissing Elementary School. My name is Nicholas Pineda, and my mom is Allie Pineda. And I go to Green Valley Elementary School. My mom makes sure kids are safe. My name is Lucas, and my mom is also Alejandra. We call her Ali, and I also go to elementary school, and my mom also keeps making the kids are safe.
My name is Julian Colombo, and my mom works for Workforce Development. My name is Sebastian, and my dad is Ari, and he works at IT. My name is Miley, and I go to Oli, and my mom is Tammy, and she is a special courts administrative secretary.
Hi, my name is Masa, and my dad's name is Mansoor, and he purchases.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And I go to Lafayette Elementary School.
My name is Faiz, and my dad name is Mansoor, and he works in purchasing.
My name is Leo Johnson. My dad is Travis Johnson, and he works for the JPO.
My name is Dre. I go to Wilson. My dad's name is Andre, and he works in juvenile probation.
My name is Lucas, and my mom works at Office Support Adult Probation. My name is Raina. My mom name is Jasmine. She works at Office Support, and I go to Wilson West Middle School.
My name is Everly Lepore. My mom is Veronica Lepore. She's the assistant to Commissioner Leinbach.
Excellent job, everyone. That took a little bit of time, but it's nice to get an idea of all the different students, all the different schools, and all the different parents and the jobs that they do. Let me make something very clear. Every one of your parents play a critical role in county government. We sometimes are the people that people may see in the newspaper or on television, but county government doesn't run without the work that your moms and dads do. So you should be pretty proud of every one of the people, not just in this room, but that do the work of county government. So now we're going to move. I don't know if my colleagues want to say anything before we get to the end comments. It's up to you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to welcome you all. Thank you for all of you for coming. I know that you have a few years of school left, but maybe someday you'll come back and work for the county. Or maybe one or two or more of you will come up and sit at this table and run for commissioner and be a county commissioner. So thank you for coming, and we appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thank you to the parents also for bringing your kids here. To the kids, make sure you thank your mom or dad that's here with you today. Thank them for the work that they do, because they do important work here and help out the citizens of Berks County. All right. So make sure you thank them for the work that they do day in and day out.
So I'll remind you of this at the end of the meeting, but just letting you know, we are doing a special flag raising out front of the services center at 12:45 p.m. So this will be after they grab their lunch, right? And it's going to be a flag raising for the America 250 PA Berks County flag. Does anyone know what America 250 is all about? Nobody?
Yeah.
Over here? Jacob, okay. And I said, go ahead, Jake.
Like the 250th anniversary of America becoming
a country and like the Declaration of
The
Independence.
signing of the Declaration of Independence. Yep, absolutely. So here, I'll give you the gavel instead. So, but that's what we're celebrating, and we have a flag specifically for the Berks County celebration. So we're inviting all of you to join us for that. Moving into the agenda, item 1, authorizing under that budget, adopt a resolution authorizing 2026 budget transfers in the amount of $16,500 and 2026 appropriations in the amount of $24,775 per listing dated April the 17th of 2026. Under purchasing, adopt a resolution authorizing a recommendation to award and further authorizing the Director of Contracts and Procurement to execute a 2-year contract resulting from a request for proposal for business services for the Pennsylvania Career Link, Berks County, as follows. Bless you. It goes to Educational Data Systems, Inc. out of Dearborn, Michigan. A total not to exceed of $402,831.90 for fiscal year July 1 of 26 through June 30th of 27. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing a recommendation to award and further authorizing the Director of Contracts and Procurement to execute one contract resulting from an invitation to bid for Berks Road Bridge Replacement Project as identified herein. That's going to J. Phillips Excavating in Lenhartsville, Pennsylvania. Total bid amount not to exceed $734,714. We have several items listed under Human Resources. Item 1, authorize the appointment of Julia Levan to Assistant Public Defender 1 in the Public Defender's Office. Item 2, authorize the appointment of John Moser to Assistant Director, Workforce Development Board, effective 5/13. Item 3, authorize the appointment of Stephanie Smith to Interim Warden for the Berks County Jail, and that is effective on May the 8th. Item 4, authorize the transfer of Stacy Foreman from Judicial Administrative Assistant to Judicial Coordinator in Court Administration. We have 2 items listed under Commissioner Rivera. Just to explain this, there are certain appointments that are joint appointments. That means all 3 commissioners work together to pick who they want to appoint. But there's certain board appointments, advisory boards that are exclusive to individual commissioners. So these 2 appointments under Commissioner Rivera are people he selected for slots that he has on boards. All 3 of us have the same opportunity and pretty much the same number of appointments that we can make individually versus as a group. So under Commissioner Rivera, item A, adopt a resolution authorizing the appointment of Sally Blondett Mojica, Reading, PA, to the Berks Area Regional Transportation Authority and the South Central Transit Authority to fill an unexpired term ending on December 31st of 2028. And item B, adopt a resolution authorizing the appointment of Tabitha Kramer, Mooresville, Pennsylvania, to the Berks County Children and Youth Services Advisory Board to fill an unexpired term ending on December 31st, 2027. There's several items listed under the commissioners. Item A, adopt a resolution authorizing approval of the revised Equal Employment Opportunity Policy of the Human Resource Policy and Procedure Manual effective April 23rd of 26. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing approval of the revised intern policy of the Human Resources Policy and Procedure Manual effective April 23rd of 26. Item C, adopt a resolution authorizing approval of the revised unemployment compensation policy of the Human Resources Policy Procedure Manual effective April 23 of 26. Item D, adopt a resolution authorizing a letter of support for Schuylkill River Greenways application to the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources 2026 Partnership Grant. Item E, adopt a resolution authorizing a letter of support for Cumru Township's application to the Community Conservation Partnership Program for funding to develop their first comprehensive recreation, park, and open space plan as part of their economic development initiative. Item F, adopt a resolution authorizing a letter of support for the Borough of Wyomissing's application to the Community Conservation Partnership Program for funding for the Wyomissing Parklands Creek restoration and recreational access improvements. Item G, adopt a resolution authorizing Jessica Jones, Director of the Berks County Area Agency on Aging, to execute a memorandum of understanding to participate in the elder abuse multidisciplinary team in collaboration with Lehigh, Berks, and Lancaster counties. And item H, adopt a resolution authorizing Brendan Lederer, Director of Berks County Parks and Rec Department, to execute and submit the waste characterization form for non-hazardous trash and debris cleanup from storm damage and high winds. Item 2, a motion to authorize the execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the contract agenda listing dated April the 20th of 2026. There's a total of one contract, and that is for information systems. Item 3, a motion to authorize the execution of payments and electronic transfers for the week ending April the 24th of 2026. And item 4, a motion to authorize execution of the first quarter 2026 local earned income tax and local services tax dated April 23rd of 2026.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented?
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. Just to give you an explanation, you noticed we raised our hands. That's something that started as a result of doing virtual meetings during COVID. We wanted people not only to hear us, but be able to see. And ever since COVID, all of our meetings, commissioners' meetings, are both in person, and you can see online. A lot of the local media who used to come to the meeting actually watch the feed, and often we'll have a story come out from the meeting 15 minutes, 30 minutes after the meeting. So there are a lot of people watching either the Microsoft Teams Town Hall link, which is what we're using, what you see up there, but then we give a direct feed to Berks Community Television, and they are also broadcasting live at this time as well. So we're going to move to reports of our treasurer and controller. We'll begin with our treasurer, Mitchell Darcourt. And Mitch, why don't you just briefly explain what the treasurer does?
Very well. Our office is staffed by myself and 4 other people, and then we have a deputy, so it's 5 total, and a solicitor. What we do is we collect taxes for the county of Berks, the city of Reading, and 4 other municipalities in Berks County. Another thing we do is we take care of all the money. You're going to see that I'm going to be reading the number off. It starts at $219 million that I'm the custodian for. So I make sure that is in a safe place, that the commissioners and the controller can spend that throughout the year in the budget. We also give out small games of chance licenses, dog licenses, and other variable licenses as needed, but mostly small games of chance and dog licenses throughout the year. And other than that, we just stay busy every day collecting taxes, especially now. We have a window open from 8 to 4, and people are welcome to come in and pay their taxes in person.
And you send out the tax bill early in the year as well.
That's correct.
Yep.
This week is the end for the 2% discount, which a lot of your parents probably have their mortgage companies pay the tax. They escrow the money every month, a small portion, and that's coming in right now too. We're getting tens of millions of dollars from the mortgage companies that we must disperse to the county.
Very good. Go ahead and read your
Okay,
report.
so back to what I usually do here. We have an opening balance of $219,926,339.75. We have a balance to clear of $6,842,835.45, leaving us with a balance of $213,083,504.30. Thank you. And that's the money that we take care of every week and assure that that's in a safe place in banks, mostly in Berks County.
So our Berks County Controller is away at a conference, and we have Thomas Bellick, governmental accountant. It's up to you if you want to explain what the Controller's office does, but definitely you can give us the report. So I'll let that call up to you.
I can give a quick explanation.
Sure.
So the controller's office has three primary functions. The first of which is accounts payable, so paying the county's bills. The second of which is internal audit, which is reviewing the county's finances. And the third is maintaining the county's books and generating the annual financial report called the ACFR.
Very good. You probably did better than Joe Rotaro, but don't tell Joe I said that. Go ahead, give the report then.
Thank you. For the week ending April 24th, 2026, we have an accounts payable total of $6,512,056.12. We have an employee payroll of $5,591,897.38 for a total cash disbursement of $12,103,953.50.
Thank you very much, Thomas. We'll move now to reports from our Chief Operations Officer, Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. First of all, we want to thank the Human Resource Department for pulling together to take our daughters and sons to work program. We know it takes an awful lot of work and energy to put this together. So we thank all of our teammates from HR for making this an exciting day for the kids. Larry and I, Medallia, work as a team. We are known as Kevlar. We pretty much make sure the wheels don't fall off the wagon in county government. We work directly for the Board of Commissioners. They give us direction and their long-term goals for the operation of the county, and we carry out those duties. We oversee about 24 departments, from the jail, nursing home, elections, you name it, anything that's the Parks and Recreation, public defender, so on and so on. We really have those folks at least on a weekly basis, either in a meeting or an email or a phone call, just making sure if they need any support or help from us, that we're to give them advice and support. So that's really what we do. And thank you so much. Oh, can I bring this up today? One of the things we did, one of our projects.
Yeah, the Whiteys.
So we have a detention center. Unfortunately, there are some juveniles in our society that really need to be incarcerated for their own safety and the safety of other folks in the community. And we were charged by the board to undertake a regional approach, meaning we would bring other counties together because we have this very large facility and we only have about 5 to 7 children that really would qualify to be in there. So we reached out to other counties, and over the last year and a half, we've been able to pull together ourselves as well as 4 other counties. Last night, 2 other counties agreed to join forces to make this thing work because, again, we're going to limit the number of beds. We're going to make sure these children are well cared for, receive the treatment they need, the programming they need. But we really want to do this on a regional basis. So it's really been a lot of work and a lot of effort, and we really appreciate the support of our board to allow us to make this thing happen. Now the hard work begins. We won't open this for about 2 years. So the easy part was getting the counties together. Now the difficult part is really getting it up and operational. So that's just one of the many, many things we got ourselves involved in.
So let's clarify one point. I can see some faces out there picturing a jail with children. This is for children under 18 who are violent criminals. Assault, battery, attempted murder, and we wish we didn't have to deal with that. But that is the world that we live in, and the options have become a very difficult issue. For young ladies, they're being sent to Ohio and Maryland. There's no facility in Pennsylvania. And the other option is a private run facility in southern Berks County, which is a disaster, Abraxas. 3 of the counties have been involved with Abraxas and have seen the problems there. So this is an exciting step. Our goal is not to just put these young people in a jail setting. It's to do everything we can to help them get their lives turned around. Because statistically, if you're young versus old like me, you've got all this life in front of you, and we will do what we can as a county to help every single one of the young people that come into the care of this facility. So I just wanted you to understand, we're not talking about kids like you. We're talking about a handful in each of these counties that are really dangerous and need this type of special treatment. With that, we're going to go to comments from the commissioners. But while we're doing that, I want you, when we get to public comment, if you have a question, just raise your hand, and either Vanna White or Kevin Barnhart, someone will come around with a microphone. You can ask the commissioners any question you want to ask. Doesn't mean we'll know the answer, but you can ask it. So with that, I'll open it up for commissioners' comments, and we'll begin with actually Commissioner Dante Santoni.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning again, everyone. I too want to give a little shout out to our HR department for putting this together, and we again welcome you all here. This is the part of the agenda where the commissioners get an opportunity, each of us, to say a few things about maybe where we've been, some of the events that we've attended, some of the events that are forthcoming, and we talk about a little bit of how our week went. We meet every week, every Thursday at 10 a.m., with a few exceptions for vacations and some of the commissioners travel. But we have to have at least 2 members here. If 2 members can't make it, then we have to cancel the meeting because that's the majority. So we are elected by the people of Berks County every 4 years. So when you turn 18, make sure you register to vote and get out to the polls. You'll elect your county commissioners along with lots of other elected positions that you'll read about and participate in, I hope, when you become officially an adult at the age of 18. You've met Commissioner Leinbach's executive assistant, Veronica Lepore. Each commissioner gets an executive assistant that does a lot of help, helps us get through the day and does a lot of work for us. I'm going to introduce mine, Lynn Burns. She's my executive assistant. She's the young lady right there sitting in the front with the black coat on and the blonde hair.
Blonde hair, I was going to say. There are 5 young ladies.
And the blonde hair. So her name is Lynn Burns, and she's my executive assistant. Just going to talk about a couple of events that I went to and a couple of events that I'm going to. There's a few events down at Reading Area Community College. We are a sponsor of Reading Area Community College, and they do a lot of great work. I was down and attended their annual international festival featuring cultural bites of Berks County, all the different nationalities that are represented at Reading Area Community College were there, and they made all kinds of different food for us. And it was a great lunch, and I had an opportunity to attend that at the Schmidt Training and Technology Center. Another event that I attended, anybody watch Shark Tank? Any Shark Tank fans? Yes, no, there's a few of you. At Reading Area Community College, they have this this place called the Schmidt Training and Technology Center. And a Shark Tank star named Robert Herjavec was there, and he had a show, and we had a little presentation, and it was really exciting. I know he's very popular with regards to national TV. Shark Tank is a really big TV show. Honestly, I haven't watched it, but they tell me it's really famous. So I also had an opportunity to attend the Berks County Hall of Fame dinner. The Berks County has a chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame, and 7 people were inducted this past Sunday. And I want to just real quick go through who they were, because I think it's important. These are people that have accomplished a lot in the world of sports in Berks County. Carrie Ciato, Matt Coldren, Mel Edwards, who is the husband of one of our employees, Diana Edwards, at our shelter, Tom Hauk, Chris Lee, Julie Pelcher-Cohen, and Derek Sola were inducted into the Berks County portion of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. So it was really great to be at that event this past Sunday. A couple events coming up. Tomorrow, we are honoring our Berks Heim volunteers down at our facility at the North Campus at the Berks Heim, our senior care facility. So a lot of volunteers participate in providing a lot of services to our seniors, and we're going to honor them at tomorrow's luncheon. This Saturday is the Craft and Pretzel Fest in West Reading from 11 to 5. So that's always a fun event. And finally, this is National Library Week. We hope you all have your library card and you attend your school's library and your community's library from April. We're in it right now. It started on the 19th and will conclude on April the 25th, National Library Week. And Mr. Chairman, that's all I have.
Thank you very much. I just am going to touch on 2 different things. I'm very interested in hearing your questions. I want to once again recognize Veronica Lepore. This is National Professional Administrative Assistant Week, and I don't know where I would be without the work that she does. And it's great to have Portia and Everly here today. I want to briefly share a photo from the RAC event. Dr. Robert Herjavec was fascinating to hear him speak, but I got a picture with, and let's see if this comes up here, with Dr. Susan Looney, who is on the right, and myself. Robert was a fascinating guy. I think just the 2 of us were there, but we got to meet with him beforehand, and this is just a picture, being able to appear with him. Now, what you didn't see, when we got up there, Dr. Looney was standing there. I said, Dr. Looney, would you be in the picture with me? And he looks at me, he looks at her and says, are you 2 a thing? And I said, I'm just a fan of Dr. Susan Looney. And I point that out because Dr. Looney, within the last week, was named the top community college CEO in all of the United States. Right here from Reading Area Community College. And we are so proud of her. This event was celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Schmidt Technology and Training Center, which is part of Reading Area Community College. The last thing I'll share, you may not know this, they're the largest higher ed college university in Berks County. They have over 6,300 students. It's a great opportunity. With that, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Linebaugh. Again, welcome to everyone. I'll have a few comments and I will try not to duplicate what has already been said about the events, but I would like to introduce my executive assistant, Barbara Lopez. She's been with me since I started 6.5 years ago. So thank you, Barbara, for the work that you do. Last Thursday, I had the opportunity to attend the Albright Shine Bright Gala, which is the first time Albright does a fundraising event for scholarships. They held it at the college in the basketball court area. Great event there. So congratulations to the president there and all the staff at Albright for the great work that they did. This past Tuesday, I was not able to make the event, the RAC event, because I was at the Habitat Birdhouse Challenge, which is an event to raise money to help address workforce housing issue needs here in Berks County. I'm going to try to pull up a picture here. Let me see if I can do that. It's showing there. Will it show?
It should, if you're doing it right.
If I'm
Click
doing it
on
right.
You help.
Do you click on the share
I clicked on the share.
and then choose the file? Click.
Right.
You missed it. Click on share.
Mhm. Stop sharing, share.
Click here. Go down and find.
Oh, here we go.
There it is. And now go down and click on it, the actual file. Down here.
No.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. So that is a picture. If you've never been to that event, it's a fun event, and they auction off birdhouses. So people make these birdhouses, they donate them, and they auction them off. And this is the one that I was going to say my wife and I won, but she actually won it. Her logo is a train, and she also says, well, it's great because my logo is a train, and the county is trying to bring passenger rail back to Berks County. So she felt that she needed that train. So it's about, I don't know, 3-4 feet long, but it's really nice. They really did a really good job at it. So we had a great time at the Habitat for Humanity event on Tuesday. Also tonight, I will be attending the Hope Lighthouse Welcome Home Party. Hope is a Hope is the men's shelter, and the Lighthouse is a women and children's shelter here in Reading. They do an annual fundraiser every year, which is called the Welcome Home Party. And I will be attending that tonight. One event I do want to mention here is this Saturday is the Drug Take Back event. And this is a national event. How many of you are aware of the Drug Take Back event? Okay, so a few. So just so you're aware, it's this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at First Energy Stadium, and it's hosted by the Berks County Medical Society, our district attorney, and others, including the Council on Chemical Abuse. And the purpose of this event is to take unused prescription medicine that you have, or expired prescription medicine that you have in your home, in your cabinet. The reason, a few reasons. One, we don't want that medicine being thrown into the toilet or down the faucet sink, because that goes into the water, contaminates. It's not good for our water system. The other thing is you don't want unused prescription medication or expired prescription medication lingering around your house. So this is a safe way to take that medicine that you no longer use or it's expired. You take it there, you drop it off, and you can receive some free Fight and Fills tickets as well. While you're there, you don't have to get out of the carts in the parking lot. You drive up, you hand them the pills, you drive a little bit further, they give you the ticket for the fillies, and you drive off. So if you do have any unused or expired prescription drugs in your home, please take the opportunity this Saturday from 8 to 11 p.m. Take them and drop them off at the First Energy Stadium. And one last item is this Tuesday is the PA Career Link Berks County Spring 2026 Job Fair from 1 to 5 at the Renders Event Center. And we do not have an election board meeting today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Rivera. Any additional comments?
I do not have anything at this time.
No further comment. Thank you.
Thank you. With that, we'll go to public comment. We have no public comment in person. We have no public comment online. So it's up to you. Who's going to be first with a question for the commissioners?
Which one of you is the oldest?
Oh, that's not a hard thing to figure out. Just raise your hand. Don't be shy. I would say there's no dumb questions, but I've been around a long time. Over here, we got a question right up front.
What's your favorite part of your job?
Start with me? Okay.
Anybody?
My favorite part of the job is the diversity of what we do. Every day is something different. And also it's being able to help our community, be it if someone has a need that I can help out with, or if it's something that we're working on that will have an impact for the overall county. That's really my favorite part, is having that impact on our community.
My favorite part is the people that I work with here at the county, the people that I get to meet out and about in the community. Hearing, I mean, politicians like to talk, but it's really important for us to listen as well. And I think that should be a big part of our job, listening to what the concerns are of our constituents, the people that we represent. That's my favorite part.
I like the variety, but what I would have to say I enjoy the most, or I find most fulfilling, is being able to actually see projects through and make a difference in people's lives. There are amazing opportunities when you're working in a county government, from Parks and Rec, veterans with our Veterans Affairs Office, children and youth, the nursing home, the jail, and a variety of programs that the county supports to help people who are in jail change their lives when they get back out of jail and not go back into the jail system. I've been able to see people's lives fundamentally changed as a result of things that some of your parents are involved in making a difference. And that to me is the most exciting, to be able to see the impact of what we as county government are able to do to help people.
The other part I like about my job is my office and the view that we have. So if you get a chance when you're done, you should go out and check it out. It's pretty cool. You can see the pagoda and everything. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Good point. Another question. Up in the back, and then we'll come back up front.
When you were our age, did you see yourself being in your position in the future?
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay.
No. I've been a Berks County resident for my entire life. I actually graduated from Muhlenberg High School in 19. I'm not going to tell you. But I'm not from a political family. I never thought in a million years that I would get involved in politics. I thought I would go to college and get my degree in accounting and go work for a big accounting firm in a big city somewhere. But life takes you in different directions. And one of my first jobs was working for a local government. And that's where I started to get involved in politics and government, and my interest grew from there. And I actually ran for another position before I was a county commissioner. I was a state representative. I ran in 1992, and I served 20 years in Harrisburg as a state representative. So that's where I started. But to answer your question, I had no idea, no interest in being involved in politics. So if you're out there and you don't have any interest in politics, maybe that'll change.
Okay. So for me, I can remember mock elections in grade school. I'll show my age. I'm 67. So I remember the mock election. I got it. The mock election in 1972, Nixon McGovern. I remember in high school when I was 17, participating in a mock election in 1976. Which would have been President Ford and former President Jimmy Carter. But what really made a difference was in 1979, two of my aunts who passed away years ago took me on a trip to what was then Czechoslovakia and present-day Hungary, who were both countries under the Soviet Union at the time. They didn't have freedom. I remember spending one evening with a bunch of kids, some younger, some older, and showing them pictures. We didn't have the phone back in those days, and they couldn't understand a lot of what I was talking about that I was able to do, that I was going to college. They didn't get to pick whether they went to college. They were told what they were going to do. None of my relatives had cars. They couldn't afford to have a car. And if you wanted a car, it took 2 years, signed up at a local bank, and 2 years before your name would come up. And if you didn't have the money, you didn't get it. I remember seeing the Soviet soldiers when I got off the plane in Budapest, Hungary, with AK-47s. And when I came back to America, I kissed the ground, because at 20 years old, I found out that my parents, when they would tell me, you don't know how fortunate you are to live in America. And I would say, even today, with all of the chaos and all of the challenges that we're dealing with in this country, guess where most people want to go? They want to come to America, because they see opportunity here that most, not all, but most other countries don't have. And it was in 1979 that I said, I want to do whatever I possibly can do to preserve freedom. And I got involved in politics. I was still in college. I worked as a volunteer in the Reagan campaign in South Carolina while I was going to school, and jumped into the political arena, although I was in the private sector until I was elected in 2007 as a commissioner. But for me, it did start early, and it was two aunts that had a huge influence on my life because of a trip they took me on, and it changed my life.
So for me, at your age, I had no interest in politics. Grew up in Puerto Rico, started my small business when I was 14, and my track I felt was in the business area. When I moved up here, continued in the business area. It's been a small business owner all of my life. And it wasn't about, trying to think, it might have been 17, 18 years ago, while working at the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance. Worked with Commissioner Leinbach's wife there. And I got to know the government affairs person at the chamber and got interested at that point. Met with Commissioner Leinbach for lunch and said, I'd like to get more involved. What do I do? We had a conversation there. And then after that, I got more involved until I ran for office in 2018. But at your age, at 17, no intention, didn't even like it.
Any other questions? Over here, yes.
What would you say is the hardest part of your job, like day-to-day basis?
I'm going to go first.
Go for it.
The hardest part, I think the hardest part of the job is having to tell people that you can't be everything that they want. You can't solve all the problems of the county. You can't have enough money to resolve all of the problems, and it's a challenge to be able to make that call. That's the hardest part. You want to be everything to everybody, but you're limited in the funding that you have, and you're limited in just what you can and cannot do based on the law, the federal law, the state law. So I think that is the most difficult part of my job.
For me, and having been in a county government since 2008, I am more frustrated than I've ever been with the extremism in politics. And both sides, the far right, the far left. Sometimes my daughter, who is, two of us talk about it often, sent me an article several years ago called The Horseshoe. And it is a theory that the extremes are so extreme they almost meet. And if you think about it, the extremes often get caught up with conspiratorial ideas. The extremes often follow political leaders blindly. The extremes often get hooked on social media and build their news, their idea of what reality is on social media. That's hard to deal with. And at times I find it takes real effort to just not even respond. Because when you get into debates with individuals that have those philosophies, facts don't matter. They just don't matter. They've already made up their mind, and this person or that person that they follow, and it can happen anywhere. But when I was younger, you knew there were extremes, but they were kind of in the corner. And a lot of extremism has become mainstream, and with the sides digging in, what scares me is when you don't talk to each other, when you can't talk. That's what leads to civil war. And so that concerns me deeply about this country. I see it here locally in politics, and historically, the big dollars have been spent at the state and federal level. But I can tell you, because of my involvement with the National Association of Counties, we're seeing more and more of those dollars coming in, national dollars coming into local races with, again, I consider extremist ideology. And I don't think that's good. Our job is to represent the people that we have in our community. Our job is to do what we said we were going to do when we ran for office. And it's about solving problems. People don't want us diving into some federal or state debate where it has nothing to do with county government. There are things that do involve county government, but a lot of this stuff, just craziness.
So mine is a combination of both of them. One, there's many, many great things out there that I like to do, but there's a balance between what do we have money for and what do we use that money for. There's many projects that we have to say no to, not because they're bad projects, not because they are unworthy, but because there's just a limited budget that we have. And unlike the federal government, we pass a balanced budget on time every year. We can't spend more than what we have. We can't go months and years without a budget. So that's one of the most difficult things, is having to decide, okay, what will have the biggest impact on the county now and into the future with the money that we have. The other thing also is based on what Commissioner Linebaugh said, is the political part. When people ask me, are you a politician? I prefer to say I'm an elected official, because I like to come in, I like to do my job. The three of us, although there's two from one party, one from the other, we get along very well. Things that we have to discuss, we discuss. About 95% of the time, we can come to a consensus as to what we're going to do. If we can't reach that consensus, well, then it's a 2-to-1 vote. And we understand that 2-to-1 vote is what moves us forward. And we don't take it personally. When we have discussions, we keep it professional. We don't call each other names. We don't yell at each other, because we understand that our role here is to do what we feel is best for Berks County and its residents. So that's the two areas that I would say are the most difficult for me.
Okay, this is going to be our last question, because I see our folks here from Election Service for our next item. So go for it.
What is the easiest part of your job?
What is that? There's easiest part of our job.
Wow. You guys can go first.
Easiest. Easy peasy. Winner, chicken dinner.
What is the easiest part?
Think about that.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Giving out proclamations, Christine said.
For me, I think while it takes time, one of the easiest things is being able to be involved in events where it's pure fun. I'm there representing the county. I'll give you a great example. In early June, the Schuylkill River Greenway Association will do their annual Schuylkill River Sojourn. And they start with kayaks mostly, but some canoes up in Schuylkill County, and over several days will go all the way down to Philadelphia. The last couple of years, I've done that with the canoe. 2 years ago, Barbie Lopez, we did on a Monday, we did it halfway. And then last year, and by halfway, half a day, last year, Veronica and I did it in a canoe, miserable weather, but just being able to go out and be with, I don't know, 75, 100 other people and paddle, in that case, from Jim Dietrich Park all the way down to, what's it? Birdsboro, roughly Birdsboro area. So being able to do things like that, have a meeting at Hawk Mountain Sanctuary, things like that, those are special. They're fun. They're easy. And I love it.
So I mentioned just prior that we agree on 95% of the things, but on 5% we don't. And I got to say, this isn't one issue where it would be Commissioner Santoni and I would not agree with Commissioner Linebaugh, because our first experience on the sojourn was last year. It was horrible weather. It was raining. It was freezing. And Lynn Burns is here shaking her head that she agrees with us. So this is one of the 5% things
So
that
who's
we don't
going this
agree
year
on.
the sojourn?
We don't know.
Three of us.
I know we don't have, I know we're out of time, and we do have you have a presentation coming up, but Solicitor Sadler made a comment about proclamations and being able to hand those out, and that is pretty easy and pretty much fun. We get a chance to give out deliver proclamations from the county honoring different groups. We go to Eagle Scout Awards. If you're a Boy Scout, you get an opportunity to get your Eagle. We be able to present citations and proclamations to honor people and the great work that they do in our county. And I think that that's fun and that's pretty easy.
Yeah. The other fun part is being able to get out there, meet people, and if we are able to fund a project and help a project, that's fun to be able to go attend the ribbon cutting or the groundbreaking, whatever it may be.
So we're going to conclude our meeting. Just a reminder, 12:45 p.m. Probably try to be there a little bit early. Out front of the County Services Center, we're going to have a special flag raising. We'd love to have all of you there.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
The meeting stands adjourned.